one should just like run towards the middle, and then the other one just runs through, right? Like instead of just like left, right, you just first group runs right. And then the other one goes through.
It's less about that, and it's more about the blue group is splitting half on each side of the boss, which is
Yeah, so our orbs are getting dropped on both sides.
That seems not ideal.
That's very not ideal.
That's
Do
before
they have
the
to do
suck,
that, or
right?
why can't they be together? Like
Yeah,
red
it's
can't
before
Supposed to be
the suck.
together.
There is confusion right now because people are confused about where they're supposed to go.
That
We're going
specific
to-
teleport is just really weird. I think we need to have a plan for that one specifically.
We are going to look at the replay,
here. I can show
and then
you.
hopefully we'll never. I think it's easier to just show the replay.
Also, off that topic, if an intermission, please make sure that you're not stacked on top of 5 other people. I literally stood on 1 orb and fucking exploded because I took 5 orbs.
Actually, what
that's probably
happened,
sad.
Axshow, is you still had 4 stacks from the previous set, and so you went in and you took 1 and died because you went to 5.
Yeah, that's what I mean more. Like, people are pretty good about loose threading right now. Stacks just aren't falling off. That's
That's the same thing happened to me that one pull a while ago.
Not to say that what Axshow that is happening. What Axshow is talking about, where I have definitely walked over a set and I saw that there were like 2 swords, and then suddenly it was 4 swords. So that is happening, but that's in that specific case. I even was looking at your thing and I saw you looking like running into the orb. I was like, no, Axshow, and then you exploded.
It's my bad. I just kind of assumed they fall off when we are halfway through the move.
But the problem
That's
is
minimum.
if you soak a late orb because people are cheating around the circle too much, so then like you're soaking it basically after, then it refreshes the debuff, so then you can't like really soak the next set.
Okay, my bad. You guys spread.
I mean, but the problem is we're still dropping the orbs like forward too much, too counterclockwise, so that then we can't safely soak them when we have time to. Okay. Oops.
I don't know. Watching my VOD back, it still looks like if we go to the near side, it's like even more running for red side.
Near side being like us going left of the boss behind us.
Like if we just barely move out of the cone
Okay.
and then stay on that side of the boss, that's what I mean.
Oh, that okay. So it's the
like
bosses
where
right.
Hal and Terminal are. Like they went left and then they just stayed right next to here. But like I moved over this way, but you can see red is already like over here. So
Alright,
if we move here, then red has to go all like somehow get
I see
over
what you-
here, right? That or we go here and then get pulled in, and then red gets pulled in behind. Well, the problem with this.
Okay, Hobbs, I got it.
The problem with this is if red gets pulled in first, every single person here is dead. Literally everyone is dead.
So we need to be on the other side.
Okay, everybody tune into my stream real quick. Okay. So we're setting up for the 2 conal baits, right? So red gets their first conal. Right here, there's the conal. We move all the way to skull. Great. Cool. And here's the problem, okay? Is I guess the conal for a Nubarash kind of like goes this way. And what's happening is all of these guys aren't like you're one really far away. which you don't need to be for this. Like, cause we can be tightly stacked for this, like close to the boss, so you don't have to move as far. Cause once you move out of the conal, the boss is teleported here. Hal and Walnut and Puppies and Terminal, like you guys ideally should be over here. So then you're going, it's like very clear that you're running to this side, right? Because that's the shortest distance. Because what happens instead, disaster. Because red needs to beeline here, blue needs to be here. And it starts with this conal. Look at how spread back you guys are. We're not about to drop orbs here, right? No orbs are dropping. There's no reason to be spread back. We can be, I mean, even red group, like me and Mub and Spooks, like we can be closer too. Cause then you're moving a lot shorter distance. You go boom, 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 right? So these, we just need to group back in for this conal. And like you guys can move in too. But yeah, that's the biggest problem is, or that's like kind of what makes it confusing.
Can I point something out?
Okay.
So if blue group, like where we were just stacking around X, you notice how only me and I think that's Spooks or Killsy made it to triangle. The rest of you didn't even get close to triangle. If we would have all been on triangle, we would have known which side to be on.
Right, that's what I'm saying is they don't, if they're closer in, one, you won't have to run as far to get out of the conal, and then it's very clear which side you guys are running to. So both groups can do better with that, which is being closer. And I know like me and Hobbs are kind of like constantly saying loose spread, loose spread. Well, in this case, we don't need to loose spread. Just be tight. We've already had the orbs. We don't get orbs until the boss is over here. So then we can like play it out and you kind of see red actually is all on the correct side. You guys get
I went the wrong way. I wasn't sure with,
yeah.
but I made it back. But
Is that even a problem when you unpause this and just let it play out?
So,
Like it looks like red is still able to
But if we
make
got
it
gripped
through.
first,
Look where
all
some
of you
blue
were dead.
people are. See how there's some 3 blues and red has to run straight through. So what?
Okay. The
Yeah, I
problem is if we go back.
my orb's going to be in like actual Uganda for you
Okay,
guys to pick
yeah,
up here.
but we're not gonna talk about that. The problem is you three who are here, the orbs, like we're basically rolling the dice that as like I don't think Persona did. It kind of looks like Persona gets yoinked through your orb, but like we can't go back and soak those 3 orbs that spawned here on this side. Right? Because we have to go through. We need to go over here. And then, I mean, we're not going to talk about that. That was just not, yeah, that's not left right, but we know that. We won't make the mistake. Because we need to get through and we need to break our web. And you can't go back for these orbs here, right? And so then if 2 or 3 of those orbs go off, red people are dying. So that's the problem if we do that.
it's
yeah.
also a problem in that if you go back, to before the pull-ins happen, if red group had been pulled in, that's just 6 people that are dead, right? Like
At least it might even
yeah.
hit all of the red because we're all coming in at the same pace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, you can see, wait, we go back. Void Step. She has, or Sky Spinner has now picked who's getting sucked in, right? So at this point is when we know blue is getting sucked in first. And we got U4, and even like Drance is still in the middle of the room, right?
So at this point, they should be more to the right of the boss, correct?
to the at this point they should all these 5 people should be over here with these 3, right?
Okay.
Because then even if you guys don't make it all the way to the boss here when you get yoinked, like the orbs being over here at least as long as they're like together, we can work with that, right? Because then when red goes through and we split left and right, the people who split right to the center can soak those orbs like safely.
Yeah, I actually think
So
that
they'll be covered.
there's another thing here with the first group that gets pulled in here because it's blue. Like left and right is actually not very safe for red. Like going left here would not be very safe. So like
Right, because we're also well,
you're kind
not
of already
really.
on the left.
Well, no, because you would cut out left. Ernie probably is a little too close there, but he did adjust back. And then
I don't know. Maybe it's not
Yeah.
an issue. I was just thinking, like, if it is a consistent issue, that the pull in where the second group that's getting pulled in, if they're far, then the first group that gets pulled in can just go to the wall instead of splitting left and right.
right,
Like,
so
you just
like
pretend
terminal,
it's like a quote unquote through the boss. Yeah, so
like terminal and
Terminal,
Drons, you
yeah.
guys do the good thing. Killsy and Hal, you guys are like you're going like perpendicular out. This is good. We get yoinked in. You guys are just puppies and hot dog or
I think that's more of a panic thing
Hobbs.
they do.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like we just haven't been to this part, but you know, it's still worth pointing out. If you guys had cut this way, it's totally chill, right? Because then red runs through, and we just do business as usual, right? Because you can see red runs through, and then we do a not good job about splitting our strands either. All right, but this all starts with going back to the original point is tighter stack for this conal, and everything else falls into place. Resend note. Do I need to reload the note? Did you like change it?
I added a stack tight at 405.
Okay, so I have to refresh. Okay. Alright, 13 minutes left. Fucking blast. Until your balls get blasted.
Appropriate.
Yeah?
He's sleeping.
Also appropriate.
Not meow sleeping.
He's being real quiet.
Suspicious.
You found your mother?
Welfare check on meow.
Meow?
Halo in 5. Apotheosis in 5.
Oh no.
Rotate, rotate, rotate.
Boss jump in 5. Blue bait wall in 5.
3, 2, 1.
Divine hymn in 5.
3,
Red.
Desperate prayer in 5.
Carobs.
3,
Halo in 5.
2, 1.
Rotating.
Fade in 5.
1. 3.
Blew off the wall.
1. Reckless charge.
Don't be sad, you're so adored. And if you cry, just press record. Soon they're knocking at your door for more and more and more. You're gonna be
Symbol of hope in 5.
3. 2.
so bright and beautiful. How far, girl, will you go? Climbing up that pedestal to be so tragic and rare. They all stop and stare, looking right through you. Not allowed to age, change your face, keep it natural. Rat stuck in the cage, run in place when the cat
Apotheosis in 5.
3.
Fade in 5.
1.
Halo in 5.
Left.
Those reds are kind of stacked.
Do not break shield in 5.
3. 2. 1.
Fail with damage.
I'm picking up orbs now.
Go.
Get a red way off of Narnia, because hard edges are hard for Blizzard.
A lot of really stacked ones in it.
Fade in 5.
Blue side.
3. 2. 1.
Personals in 5.
Left and right.
Blue left.
Desperate prayer in 5.
3.
Halo in 5.
2. 1.
Moves first.
2. 3.
Hal. 2. 1.
Oh,
Totem fucker. 2.
I'm stupid.
1.
Cosmic entropy.
Hedge. 2. 1.
Stinging delirium.
Can we get him up or no?
40 seconds. And down it too early.
Stinging delirium.
Stack tight in 5.
Yep. Get tight.
2.
Teleport soon in
Nice
5.
and close.
3. 2. 1. Hailing eruption.
Fade in 5.
3. 2.
Nope.
1.
1-2 boss 3-4 mid in 5. Apotheosis in 5.
Two.
I don't know why
Halo in
you guys
5.
are deciding to like tight stack in between red and green. It's very strange.
Yeah, you have to
There
be.
was literally one person that was off on the side, and they picked that person to frontal.
You guys were like here. He was like here.
On the marks, please. Would it help if I put the marks slightly further away from the center so they're easier to see and don't get lost under the boss?
I don't think there's an effort to move to the stack point.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I think people just aren't looking. Or like the group is just slightly to the left side of the states of the group.
Well, we need to get that positioning set and reliable, consistent, and muscle memory. There's nothing else going on. We just got through the hard part.
see the way it ends. Now I'm in the back of making art with my skin. Rather feel pain than feel nothing.
I believe.
Last pull of the night.
This is the kill.
Second intermission.
Apotheosis in 5.
3,
Halo in 5.
1.
What's your thing?
Eruption.
There's a terrible way out there.
I can't grip it.
Boss jump in 5.
3, 2, 1.
I got it as stun as I can, Killsy. I mean, Spooks.
Just looking for an escape. Admiring scars and pretty little wounds. It's only real if it scars you.
Blue bait wall in 5.
Dragon Jihad.
2, 1.
Damn.
You're safe.
Rip.
What?
Oh, I
Okay.
have a lot of stats.
God.
That is
Alrighty.
Oh,
That's,
the night last night was
oh,
nicer.
She wrote.
Halo in 5. Desperate prayer in 5.
My
I'm
leader told me I was
Hunter
safe.
violence.
You were safe.
I took it and I just poof. And nobody even here.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know
Fate
how
in
Moose
5.
got there.
Demon
You guys
Hunter
are so
things.
far apart.
I don't know.
What? How?
I was just minding my own business.
Did he dash through and like inertia just took him way further?
Me.
No, I was just walking to pick up the same orb I picked for the last 50 pulls.
I just got bombed by